Our story begins. As you can see, I'm chasing Nefi as he has broken into my base and stolen a lot of things, so I decide to kill this chicken in front of him. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but chickens were sacred to him, okay? And he decides to chase me with an axe, so I start running as like a joke. And as you can see, I did some off-camera mining, and now I have full netherite armor because I forgot to record me getting stacked, but he's no longer chasing me and is trying to break into my base again. So I decide to riptide over to him, and he is here picking some flowers, and I am politely asking him to leave, and he decides to run over here. So I decide to follow him because I think he's gonna like go around, and yeah, I kind of shot him right here, and I think he's gonna go around and try and bamboozle me. So I decide to chase him. I ask him to come out behind the tree because I see him, and I threaten the chicken. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna shoot him. Power 5 won't instantly kill him. He has gold boots, it'll leave him on half a heart, right? So I shoot him, and it instantly kills him. He must have been down like a heart or two. So I'm panicking, so I just go over to where he set his spawn, and then he tells me that he is at spawn, and apparently his bed broke or something. So I decide to store all of his stuff in a shulker and bring it to spawn. And for some reason his head is sacred to him. I guess he just doesn't want it to be public. So something you may or may not know is that I am a police officer, and apparently this person up here, Dragon of Eden, commit arson against Nefi and killed him, knocked him off a cliff. Now Nefi's mad, so I'm going over there and shooting him. And then Nefi shoves me off a cliff because he thinks I have his head, but I gave both of them back to him. Anyways, I, in pursuit, chase Dragon of Eden, the kid's name, and then Kerbin gets the bright idea to attack Nefi. And you know, this is spawn property. I'm not allowed to allow anyone to kill anyone. And I didn't realize how low he was, and he died. So now I feel really bad. I think Kerbin is mad at me for betraying him or something like that. And I see Nefi's dead, so I pick up his stuff, and I use the empty shulker box to pick up Kerbin's stuff. I go over to Kerbin's base and give him his stuff back, and we both find out that he doesn't have protection on his boots, and that's why he was dying so much. He heads over to my base, and we do a little enchanting session, and he puts protection on his boots. It's at around this time that I tell Nefi that Kerbin has your head, because one of his heads went missing, apparently. Yeah. I politely ask him to don't tell him that I told him that. And, you know, I'm making this video anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And I come to the sudden realization that I don't have it on me. So I go over to Kerbin's base and try to find it. But I'm not able to, so I return home. And I'm working on a order for Nefi. This order contains the stuff to max out a stone axe, which he's going to use in a ritual sacrifice to kill Kerbin, and like something about obtaining his head through violence. And he's living like a primitive person. He's homeless. He's living in someone else's base. He's only allowed to wear golden shoes. So yeah, he's gonna do some kind of ritual and have a duel to the death, best out of 3. I go ahead and give the stuff to Nefi, and yes, this is his base. Complete the order, and Kerbin still has his head, so, but Nefi's fine with it, because they're gonna do the ritual soon, and the head shall be burnt. It has something to do with his religion. And Nefi made a catacombs for all the chickens that have died, and he made a catacombs for the chicken that I killed. I go to honor it, but Kerbin starts to steal the dead body, so I beat him up a little bit. Me and Kerbin go through a trust dilemma, whether he thinks I'm gonna, betray him or not. As you can see here, he says, "Is he gonna kill me? If he does, are you really gonna let it happen?" I proceed to type back, "Look, if he kills you, then all is resolved and peace returns between the both of you." Nephi begins his journey to max out his axe and his golden boots. Using this altar and the lanterns, I make it look more religious, and with this anvil, he's going to max out his stuff. Since he doesn't have the necessary levels, because he's kind of primitive, he asks me to enchant some of it for him. I bring over some bottles of enchanting to use for him, but he decides not to because he's primitive and it goes against his religion or something like that. So I just use them on me. I go back to my base. I'm running low on little pumpkins, and I just get some XP for myself. I fished for an extra level because I'm missing just one level. I need 23 levels to completely max out the axe. Apparently that didn't give me the level. I just resort to using my villagers instead of fishing for the levels. I feel like it's faster. And here you can see the golden boots are getting fully maxed out. Me and Nephi honor the boots, as in to give them more religious power. I take off my armor. He also maxes out his shield, and we respect that shield as well. And that, my friends, is the story so far. To be continued.